Hello and welcome back to the Combat Corner podcast. I'm Alex and today I'll be talking about the UFC White House card that's confirmed for 2026. So it is now official that the UFC are going to the White House lawn midway through 2026 around Independence Day next year. There are claims that it will take place on the 4th of July, but I kind of doubt that and I reckon it could be International Fight Week, so June 29th, June 30th, right at the end of June before Independence Day, which is on the 4th of July. The event will celebrate the 250th birthday of America's existence, so the quarter millennia. It's going to be a big deal over in America, and it's going to take place on the south lawn of the White House. The fighters are scheduled to walk out from the Oval Office, and the weigh-ins will be at the Lincoln Memorial, so that will be really cool. They recently released graphics of what the White House venue should look like, and it looks really good. From one angle, you can see the White House, and on the opposite angle, you can see the Washington Monument. So that should look really cool when it's televised, and obviously if you were there, it would be amazing. The capacity, at first, I think Dana White was saying something around 20,000 people, but I highly doubt that's true, and I think it's maybe 5,000 is the number that they're saying now. So it's definitely something to look forward to, and it looks really exciting. I mean, there's supposed to be an arch that goes over the octagon where the Jumbotron usually would be. There's stands all around the octagon. The background looks so cool. It's really exciting news if you're a UFC fan, or if you're a complete casual. If you're trying to get into the sport, it will definitely be one to watch. It's going to be a big card for such a big venue. Obviously, this early there's no confirmed card, but there are some speculations, rumours and hopes that people have of what should be on the card. The big two that people are talking about for the main event are Conor McGregor versus Michael Chandler and Jon Jones versus Tom Aspinall. As far as the Conor McGregor one, Conor McGregor hasn't fought since 2021, and I kind of doubt he fights again. It's just been too long. So I believe that when the cage door shuts, if that ends up being on the card, I don't know if it'll really take place. Conor McGregor been such a huge star of the sport, and Michael Chandler being an American, it would make sense to have as, a headliner, but also it could kind of disappoint some people because it's not a title fight, so you'd have a card with no title fight main event. That would be unfortunate. As far as the Jon Jones versus Tom Aspinall fight, I just think it went on too long. The way, Aspinall was interim champ for God only knows how long, and Jon Jones was the not very active champion towards the end of his days, and I really hope it does happen because I really want to see that fight. I think it's such a close fight, but I just kind of doubt it happens just because of what we've seen over the last little while between that fight, Jones and Aspinall. I've seen people online calling for Ilia Topuria to headline or Alex Pereira to headline. Although they are big stars of the sport, super fan-friendly style, I don't know, because neither of them are Americans. So you'd have a Georgian, Spanish, German guy headlining a UFC card taking place in the White House on or in and around Independence Day. Or even Alex Pereira, it's the same thing. You'd have a Brazilian guy headlining a UFC White House card in and around Independence Day. Doesn't really make sense to me having a foreign fighter headline an American card in America on Independence Day. I'd love to see some American fighters just stacked on the card, just American, for the White House. I want to see Sean O'Malley on the card. I want to see Max Holloway on the card. I want to see Sean Brady, Sean Strickland. Then I think maybe Khalil Roundtree should be on the card. He's a super entertaining fighter, a super fan-friendly style once again. I'd love to see him on the card, another American on the card. But we have a clear-cut problem in the UFC with the White House card, and that is, where is our American champions? Since John Jones retired as the heavyweight champion, there's not a single American champion in the entire UFC outside of Kayla Harrison. So it's going to be tough to find a headliner if we want a champion. Like we could stick John Jones on there, but he's not the champ anymore. Kayla Harrison versus Amanda Nunes as a co-main event would just be amazing. I'd love to see that. There's not much else to say for now about the White House card, as it's so far away and there's so little about the card actually that's known. But I really do hope they put out more details soon, because I'm super intrigued with this card. Everybody's saying they want to fight on it, so I've no doubt Dana White will pull something off. It'll bring a lot of eyes to the sport, especially with this no pay-per-view deal with Paramount in America. It's going to be huge. It's going to be one of the biggest cards the UFC's ever done, if not the biggest card the UFC has ever done. And I think it'll be really great for the UFC, and I'm excited to see it. Just a little bit that I wanted to do on stuff that's going on in MMA right now as well. Dominic Reyes versus Carlos Ulberg took place last night in Perth, and Carlos Ulberg got a round 1 KO on Dominic Reyes, which completely derailed Dominic Reyes' momentum, which has been great since his loss to John Jones, and then his fall off. He fell off for a bit, and then he really came back, and right at that title eliminator fight, he must have just folded under the pressure. And you know, that's the game that MMA is. It's a tough sport, it's a brutal sport, and it was an impressive finish by Carlos Ulberg. I predicted Carlos Ulberg would beat Reyes, but I didn't think he'd knock him out in the first round. I've actually seen Carlos Ulberg fight Jan Blachowicz in person, and he's good. He's a good fighter, but I just did not see a knockout like that early at all. I thought he'd take him to a decision. Also, Cage Warriors 194 took place last night in the RDS in Dublin. It was a great event. I was fortunate enough to be there, and there's a couple of fighters I just wanted to list to watch out for the future. The first one is Max Lally. He got it done last night via decision, and that's the first decision he's gone to in his professional career. He's undefeated as an amateur, undefeated as a professional. He's fought good competition. This guy is special. He's going to be something in the future. Okay, so the next one up I have is Keith Kyo. Once again, a great finisher. He has fantastic jiu-jitsu. I mean, it's beautiful to watch. And bumped into him after his fight, and he was actually a really genuine guy. So look out for him in the future. Same goes for Gary Squeaky Rooney. He fought in Cage Warriors last night, and he got it done in the first round. Also bumped into him a couple of times after the fight, and he's a nice guy, so please look out for this guy and, you know, give him all the support you can. Next up is Adam Darby. I met him and his dad after his fight. They're sound guys, and he's a very good fighter. If you like to watch John Jones fight, he has a very similar style to John Jones, and he's a welterweight, but he's actually 6'4", so he's a huge welterweight. He's a great arsenal. He's a really good fighter, and just look out for him in the future too. Last but definitely not least is Solomon Simon. He did not fight on Cage Warriors 194, but instead was granted a title shot. Cage Warriors London coming up soon, and bumped into him and was talking to him about the title fight for a couple of minutes. And he's a really good fighter. He fought in the last Dublin card and got a first round knockout. So look out for this guy. I think he'll make it to the UFC, and he'll do well in the UFC. that'll be it from me. So thanks so much for listening if you got this far, and once again, if you have any feedback, anything you want to say, just please speak up, because any feedback really helps the channel. So I'll see you next time.